What originally got me into yoga, I was playing golf one day with a friend of mine named Stu Waite. This was the year after I retired, and he said, my wife is teaching yoga tomorrow. Why don't you come with me? And I went, and I loved it, and I said, I love this. And he thought it was me being me, which is a little bit hyperbolic, and I said, no, I love that. So I did it for 3 years, and then I got a call about, would you like to do teacher training? I said, I have absolutely no interest in teacher training. And so 2 days before the teacher training, I said to my wife, if I don't like this, I'll go 2 or 3 times and quit. But what if I love it? And I love the teacher training, I love learning, and so it's been something that's been fun for me. The more I learned about it, the more I read about it. I read about the effects of teaching yoga to kids who are at risk. I started this at North last year, and Mrs. Lewis and I started by making all the kids in PE come. And after 2 weeks of that, I said, I don't want to force kids to do this. I only want kids that want to be here. So when we started this with Atlas, Mrs. Nevins and Mrs. DeYoung said, I want everybody to do this one time. And then after that, it was like, if you want to come, come, and if you don't, don't. I just think everybody's life is so busy. Your life is so busy. I mean, everybody's life is frantic. Can you take 45 minutes to just stop and breathe and move your body and relax, and at the end of that, take 45 minutes for yourself. So I was hired as the principal here, and the superintendent said, I want kids to graduate, I want more kids taking AP classes, I want the AP scores to go up, and blah, 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 blah. So we hire these great teachers here. And by year 8, 9, and 10 of my career here, I thought, this is great. So you arrive at your first hour class, and you have the best first hour teacher in America. And that first hour teacher says, this is the most important thing you're going to do all day. Then you go to second hour, and third hour, and fourth hour, and you go to all your classes, and every teacher thinks this is the most important thing you're going to do all day, and they want you to focus. Okay. So then you have 30 minutes, and then you go to your play practice or your team practice or your whatever you go to, or your job, and the person says, now I want you to focus for the next 2.5 hours. It's the most important thing you're going to do all day. My last couple years, I go, what have we done to these kids? This is so hard. And they don't ever get time to be kids and be silly and be ridiculous. I just started throwing out candy to kids. And back in those days, kids had to wear IDs, and I pretended like I cared if they wore their IDs, but I gave them candy to make them laugh. Every Friday afternoon, I'd just go into classes, because this is too hard. Anyway, fast forward to this. So the first time I do yoga with the kids, I say, I'm going to tell you something no teacher's ever told you in your life. Close your eyes. You're going to have complete silence for 5 minutes, and nobody's going to ask anything of you. That's the part the kids like the best, because nobody ever gets any time in their life to just relax.